Russ Tamblyn is a one-time Oscar nominee whose career, despite some high points, wasn't always, well, let's just say, a snap. He's in conversation with our Mo Rocca.
1961's West Side Story opens on the character Riff, the leader of the Jets, snapping his fingers, marking time and territory in gangland New York City.
When you're walking down the street, are you ever tempted to
snap? The answer to that is no.
Maybe that's because the actor who played Riff,
Baited.
Russ Tamblyn, doesn't have to prove how cool he is. In the 1950s, Tamblyn leapt his way to movie stardom, hitting the heights and earning himself the nickname Tumblin' Tamblyn.
I'm a sucker for tumbling in a musical number.
Well, it was my thing, and I'll tell you this, tumbling not only got me through musicals where people thought, oh, what a great dancer. I was really not a good dancer. I was just a great acrobat.
When did you start doing gymnastics?
I was kind of born doing gymnastics.
Raised in Los Angeles by showbiz parents, Tamblyn was about 10 years old when the neighborhood kids made him a bet.
I said I could do a handstand anywhere, and they said, yeah, I bet you can't go up on top of that telephone pole and do a handstand. So I climbed up the telephone pole and did a handstand between the high voltage wires, and I had no fear of it. My mother came out of the house because she was afraid to say anything, because she didn't want me to fall or anything. It wasn't until I got down that she bawled the hell out of me.
Discovered not long afterward, Tamblyn was 15 when he played Elizabeth Taylor's younger brother in Father of the Bride. But his breakout role was as the youngest of 7 in MGM's 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Down, up.
I was the only one out of all of them that could look like he was learning how to dance.
Playing a backwoodsman, his lack of any formal training played to his advantage. 2 years later, Tamblyn traded the axe for a pair of shovels in the fastest gun alive, with a dance that not long ago blazed across social media.
Walking through a party in the county jail.
No wonder that when Elvis Presley needed help with his moves for the Jailhouse Rock number, he asked Tamblyn.
Elvis asked me what I thought, and I said, I can help you with your knees.
They're like sort of knee pops?
Well, the knee pops, yeah.
You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing that rock.
He was doing it like a little bit, but I got him to really do it hard.
Everybody in old cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock.
But Tamblyn wouldn't be confined to musicals.
I can't get over how wonderful you look.
His performance in the melodrama Peyton Place earned him an Oscar nomination.
You never said goodbye to me when you left Peyton Place.
The following year, he starred in the cult classic High School Confidential.
Let's stick to business. How many joints you got to sell?
Playing Tony Baker, an undercover cop investigating a high school drug ring.
I'm looking to graze on some grass.
What?
Okay, chick, I guess I dialed the wrong number.
With lingo as with it today as it surely was back then.
I was gonna park there, big shot.
The name's Baker.
Baker, and I park where I want.
That space is mine.
You got 32 teeth, Buster.
You want to try for none?
Okay, just one more.
Yeah, you get in with the wheelers and dealers.
And you'll be a top stud yourself.
Yeah? I got news for you, man.
Man, before this crummy day's over, every crummy stud in this whole crummy school's gonna know who Tony Baker is.
See, I don't join them, man. They join me.
You dig me?
I dig you. And were you dating like crazy when you became famous?
Like crazy, yes.
And size was not a problem, even when Tamblyn played Tom Thumb.
Happy birthday, everyone!
They shaved all the hair off my chest, a little bit that was growing. They shaved it all off and shaved my legs, dyed my hair white, practically, blonde. And I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna never get another girlfriend again. Girls loved it.
But by the early 1960s, Tamblyn began feeling adrift in Hollywood. He turned down the title role in the sitcom Gilligan's Island.
Why'd you say no?
Because it was the dumbest script I ever read. I mean, if I'd have done it, I probably would have ended up being a drug addict, just to get through it.
Tamblyn was seeking a new direction.
I was living in a big house in Pacific Palisades, and I was very unhappy, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. I was looking for something much deeper than show business. I felt empty.
And so he moved to the bohemian community of California's Topanga Canyon and began making experimental art films and collages.
I had switched my focus and my energy from the performing arts to fine art. And the difference I always explain is that in the performing arts, you do whatever you can to make the audience's head spin. In fine art, it doesn't matter. You should do what makes your own head spin.
That Oscar nomination for Peyton Place, he even turned that into art. But it didn't pay the rent, so he painted houses, waited tables,
It's no theory, that the brown Gargantua is a harmless creature.
and took roles in a Japanese monster movie and in outlaw biker movies.
You're right, I am a rotten bastard, I admit it.
In Satan's Sadists, you played a servant of the devil, sinning, slugging, and drugging their way to hell.
That was fun.
But his fans remained loyal.
He was in the first film I ever saw as a little girl. I was, okay, redheaded boys are the only ones I want. And of course,
In 1979, Tamblyn met his future wife, Bonnie, at a nightclub where she was performing folk music.
after I played my gig, I got off stage and he came up to me and his pickup line was, "I'd like to teach you how to dance." I was going, okay.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, we danced together.
Tamblyn has two daughters, artist China and actress and writer Amber Tamblyn.
She knows one needs to give up to be a young actor. She relates to the constant having to go out on an audition, for instance, and not get the part.
Russ Tamblyn made a comeback in the early 90s, playing an eccentric psychiatrist on TV's Twin Peaks, revived in 2017.
It's 7 o'clock. Do you know where your freedom is? That's it, the red and the blue. And I had these glasses made, and they're the ones.
Excellent.
At 86, Tamblyn isn't quite as quick on his feet as he used to be. In 2014, he had open-heart surgery.
And the thing that was scary for us was that the doctor says, "I don't know if he's going to come back from this."
But after 8 hours in the OR and a new heart valve, Russ Tamblyn showed he still got it.
He opened his eyes and he looked at us and he went, and he snapped his fingers.
That's
Yeah.
right.